Good evening all. Welcome to the next excerpt of my ride diary. I've gone a lot more road based again for tonight's ride. It is Tuesday the 6th of August, I think, at 7:27 p.m. I've just watched the Dutch sprint team, cycling team beat the British sprint team in the Olympics, and that was all the motivation I needed. Get out and move the legs. Now, I'd already planned on doing this anyway. In fact, my plans kept changing. I was going to go early in the morning, then it started really raining, and then I was going to go late afternoon, but some work cropped up, and then I thought, if it starts raining again, I'll do an indoor ride. So I installed Indie Velo on my computer, but then the sun was really shining, and I thought, nah, let's get outside. So here I am. It's a little bit cooler this evening, but coming over this bridge, being exposed to the sun, that's still pretty toasty. And as always, my ride started with a climb. This is a long, steady drag at about 4 to 5%, and then it really ramps up for a few hundred meters near the top. Alright, here we go. Can you see that left hand switch there? That's where it gets pretty nasty. Also, the road surface suddenly turns to crap, just to make it even more fun. Right, no talk, just breathe. There we go. I made it. Horrid climb number 1 done. This bit's only sort of 2%, so it's like a nice breather. So, you'd have seen in my last video, I did my initial weigh-in, 93.2 kilograms, and my first FTP ramp test, where my functional threshold power is 143 watts. Since then, yesterday evening in fact, done my second weigh-in. I had no expectations whatsoever because my diet has been largely unchanged, and if anything I should have been building a little bit of muscle. Anyway, without further ado, this is what I weigh now. Okay, weigh day number 2. It's beginning of week 2. I've once again covered the scales with my t-shirt to protect my modesty. So like I say, I'm not expecting to have lost any, and I won't be disappointed either way. So anyway, let's have a look. Get in! I've lost, what have I lost? 1.4 kilograms. Yahoo! Which is this many stones and pounds. Happy days! Right, on with the riding. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. I genuinely wasn't expecting anything. So the next test, I suppose, will be to do a few more rides this week and probably finish off with another ramp test to see if I've improved from the power perspective as well. But it's nice to see that already I'm going in the right direction. Oh, I don't know if I stopped the camera just before, but there's a dude pushing his mountain bike on the other side of the road. So I just stopped to see if he was all right, and he's got about 15 punctures in his rear tyre. So I've given him my spare inner tube, but I think it's too big. So I don't know how that's going to work. I've never tried it before, but it was the only option we had. So I'm hoping, even if it's too big, as it inflates, it just sort of, I don't know, positions itself to fill the space. It won't be the best fit, and it might not be the smoothest ride, but he's got about an hour's worth of walking ahead of him pushing his bike if it doesn't work. But I didn't have anything else. I didn't have any puncture kits or anything like that, unfortunately, but oh, poor sod. Anyway, we tried. The other thing is, if I now get a puncture, I'm proper effed. Maybe I'll stay off the gravel tonight. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do that hill. It's a left turn just down here. Again, not done it for a while. The last time I did probably was what put me off getting back on the bike again for some time. But we'll give it a go. Here it is. Not going to stand on ceremony. Just going to go for it. I remember my lights this time. Hopefully it's bright enough. This is the hill that gets to 20-something% near the top. It's already 10.5. So once again, I think I'm going to need to stop the chatter. Oh, I'm so close. But I've got to stop. My heart rate's at 188. It's just about to get even harder, this last bit, so I just need a breather. There's no point in overdoing it. Oh, I feel like a fraud and a failure. This is the really hard 23% bit, and I'm pushing the bike. Oh, even this feels hard. Having to stop even walking. Sorry to the big old dog that I'm obviously annoying. It really is a big dog. You see him? No, all right. It's all right. All right, probably best I move before he rips through that fence. I don't think I'll be outrunning anyone today. There's two of them. I'm riding this final bit because it's pretty flat. In fact, it's getting to be absolutely flat. There we go. Beautiful. Well, that's a first for me. I've done that ride very slowly before, but I'm pretty sure I've never had to stop. I could be here a while. I mean, luckily, that hill going down it is the first bit of riding I've got to do once I get back on the bike, so a bit of cool breeze through the hair would be nice. Just trying to get my heart rate down. Incidentally, the reason I installed IndieVelo was that my Zwift subscription expires in October, and I decided a while back that I wasn't going to renew it just because there was no way I was going to use it enough to justify, well, the price hike, if I'm honest. Now I'm caught in two minds, but if IndieVelo is good, I'm likely to only really use Zwift for doing these FTP tests. So if the same sort of tests are good on IndieVelo and it's free, obviously I'm a bit of a cheapskate, so it does feel a bit like cheating on a girlfriend, but you know, I might consider cheating on a girlfriend if the money's right. So same principle. Another thing I'm thinking of changing is, obviously I use the little Wahoo Element bolt element, the original tiny little one, and it's great. It's a little lightweight, easy bike computer, but the navigation is pretty poor, and I'm a bit navigationally challenged, and I take my phone with me everywhere I go anyway. So I'm thinking of just switching it. Since the latest updates for Apple Watch and the fitness app, they work really well as a bike computer, both on the watch and then it mirroring on your phone. So I'm thinking I might just get a, what's it called, quad lock bike mount, and start using that instead of the Wahoo. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to keep this ride quite short. I've only done 6 kilometers, but it's been 2 big climbs basically. So obviously the ride home is 2 nice descents. But yeah, I'll probably wrap the video up now, maybe film a little bit on the way back down, but I'm going to, obviously as before, combine a few videos, a few rides into this one diary entry. So on to the next one. Okay, Friday the something of August 9th. It is my second ride, only my second ride this week, which is a little bit disappointing. Time has not really allowed me to get out much. And it is Scorchio. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Absolutely stunning day. I'm trying something different with the camera. Not to be artistic, but because I forgot my chest mount. So it's mounted to the bike, which I think is a far less interesting position, but it's all I've got today. Anyway, I seem to have inadvertently created a tradition with these rides of doing something, going slightly further and slightly steeper on each one, each time. So in honour of that tradition, I'm starting today's ride on a hill called the Enterdent, which I've not done in a long time, and will be by far my toughest climbing test in recent months. And this is it, we're already on it. What I don't have is my little wahoo to tell me the gradient, but I have my eyes and my legs, both of which are telling me it's 1,000,000%. I can tell you now, there is no way I'm getting to the top of this one without a break. I've been in the granny gear since the foot. I'm running out of legs already. I rest one. That's really not good. These are fast becoming hiker bike videos, and that was not my intention, but my heart rate hit 190 and I'm absolutely blowing out my eyeballs, my nostrils, my backside, anywhere where air can escape basically. Look at this. Look at this. That is fly tipping here in the UK. You utter scum mother. Look at that. There are so many reasons to be embarrassed to be in England at the moment. That's just another one. Is this the top of the climb? I think it is. It is. And now the reward for my efforts. A nice long descent back down into the village. So I have successfully merged my excursion to the post office, up the Enterdent and back around Godstone Village with my usual gravel route that I'm now on. I will try and complete the entire route. That way I should guarantee exceeding my previous ride in both distance and elevation. I'm feeling particularly crappy today, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if that's a symptom of the temperature or the time of day or just accumulated fatigue, but I'm not feeling great. It's not helped by wearing this saddleback either, which I thought would be a good idea because it's filled with ice. But it's kind of pulling on my neck and my shoulders a little bit. Anyway, that's enough moaning. Look where I am. Look at the weather. Can't be bad, can it? I'm gone again. Up we go. The climb. into the woods. Yo! Oh bugger. Cool. That must have only happened in the last couple of days. It's really hard to restart on here as well. Oh jeez. Right, I'm putting the camera back down there. It was a bit uncomfortable. Wedged into my bag strap. Oh, right, let's try and get moving again. Oh, wheel spin. Try and clip in. Come on, be kind. Oh, there we go, lovely. Right, see if I can now spin to the top. Yes, I can, is the answer. I'm counting that as a no stop climb, because that one really wasn't my fault. I'm taking another rest. I think I picked a really bad day to push myself. Really feeling it today. But I've stopped for another quick break in this beautiful lookout point. Despite still being able to see and hear the motorway off in the distance there. Not a bad place to have a little rest. Let's quick look at the old Tempest in its very dirty splendour. I know I shouldn't just be laying my bike on the grass, on the gravel here, but it pretty much just sort of fell there and I can't be bothered to pick it up. Alright, one more camera position to try. Classic helmet cam. I already don't like helmet cam. I can feel it bouncing around on my head. It's not very secure. And I can feel the weight. Oh shit. Oh Jesus. The path just disappears if you get in that long grass. It's just a drop. Bloody hell. Anyway, I'm nearly at the end of it. But yeah, I can feel the weight of the camera on my head. God, I'm moany today. Get over yourself. Oh Jesus, look at this. Oh my Lord. Can I make it up here? That's got to be about 700%. Yeah, it was 704%. I made it. I've gone a bit further up into the woods today, and we're actually back to pretty much where I did my first ever ride on this Tempest, and the first review I did of it as well, just up there to the left of me. Nearly didn't get it stopped in time before I went off the edge there. Oh wow. Oh my god. I'm really not braking very well at all. This is sim racing. I'm a bit of a late braker in sim racing as well. I'm getting found out on the bike. Keep overshooting the bends. Oh my god. Oh, I'm getting twatted in the face by lots of things now. Oh, well, that was an adventure. Right, anyway, I'm going to stop the video now because I've already eaten into my 8-minute allowance with the first ride, which I think I've done about 12 minutes already. So I'm going to cut this one unless anything amazing happens. I'm just going to finish off the last 3 or 4k I think I've got, and go in and pass out. See you in a bit. Right, I'm back out on my final ride for the week. It's going to be a very short one because I'm not feeling fantastic. I knew there was something not quite right with the exhaustion I was feeling in my last ride. So I think I might be just a little bit under the weather, or maybe overdid it a bit in the first sort of 10 days or so of riding. So this one is probably going to be very flat, slow, uneventful. But what a beautiful evening again. Oh, and I've got my, don't know if you can see it on this camera shot, got my quad lock mount for my phone, which is really nice. Having this huge display right in front of me, I can flick through maps and all the Apple Fitness functions. And this, if I ever get around to putting a power meter on this or any other bike, this can now pair to power meters and other accessories, which is a bonus. I've decided to do the reverse of my gravel route. So I've done one nice gentle-ish climb on tarmac. Now I'm going to hit the really nasty one. It's very dark. I hope my light is doing something for the camera. It's doing something for my vision, but not an awful lot. Yes, made it to the top without stopping. All right, final climb, and then there's a sort of gentle rise, but nothing too taxing. This one's quite punchy though. That's one thing that's missing from my display here, is the actual gradient of the climb. I wonder if there's a different app I can use. Maybe I can run Strava directly on my phone and get that sort of information. And out of the woods and into the tunnel. I'm coming off. Oh, I unclipped. I thought I was coming off. Lightning reflexes saved my life from a gentle fall into soft sand. Alright, it's a pretty straightforward ride home now. So I will end this week's diary entry there. I'm probably going to start next week's with another FTP test or ramp test using Indie Velo. I've got another weigh in to do when I get home tonight, or first thing tomorrow morning maybe. But anyway, that's it for this diary entry. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Au revoir.